Finding an exponential equation. If I have 2 points, just for an example, 2, 5, 18, 40, and if I have an exponential that's curved this way, that's not quite accurate, it should dip down. Okay, let's say like this, okay? It's curved that way rather than curving up and across that way. I need to find the equation. Okay, this is the form for equation y equals some constant a, e to the power of some constant b times x, and then plus a c, a vertical shift at the end. So three letters, three values I need to find. So with an exponential, there's 4 different ways this shape can curve, and for each of them it changes whether a and b are positive or negative. So for the first one, which is the shape I'm doing, a and b are both positive. If your shape went this way, a would be positive, b is negative. If your shape is this curving this way, they're both negative, and so on. Alright, because there are 3 values, I can actually pick one of them, and what I normally will do is I'll just pick b. And I'm going to make it a small, usually we end up with a small, and I'm going to try 0.4. So yeah, if you pick something like 1, what can happen is your curve can become really, really sharply curved and just suddenly go up like that. Okay, that's with a high value for b. And if you have something really too small, it ends up almost sort of flat. Okay, that's a low b. So I'm 0.4, at least for this one. I've checked it works out reasonably well. Alright, so what we do is we're going to sub these points 2, 5, and 18, 40 into this one here. Alright, so the first one. So we'll sub the first point, and we'll call this equation 1. And again, this is my x and y, and my x and y. So I get 5 equals 2e to the 0.4 times, sorry, that's not 2, that's an a, times 2 plus c. For the second point, 40 equals a, e to the 0.4 times my 18 plus c. And if I take equation 2 and I subtract equation 1, that will nicely cancel out the c's, so I can solve for a. So on the left side, 40 minus 5, that's 35. On the right side, I get a, e to the, let's see, 0.4 times 18, that's 7.2, minus a, e to the 0.8. And I can factor out the a, e to the 7.2 minus e to the 0.8. And I can divide, so a is 35 divided by that. And I can use my calculator and figure out what a is going to be equal to. There we go. 35 divided by e to the 7.2 minus e to the 0.8. Okay, we'll keep quite a few decimal places for accuracy in our answer. 0.02617. Let's do one more decimal place. 174. That's quite accurate. Okay. So now I can sub a into equation 1 to find c. So 5 equals 0.026174 e to the 0.8 plus c. So c is going to be 5 minus all of this. 26174 e to 0.8. Alright, so 5 minus e to the power of 0.8, oops, times that one, 0.026174. Right. Alright, so C equals 4.9417. So my equation for y is 0.026174 e to the 0.4x plus 4.9417. And let me put that in the calculator. Okay, I've got it down here as my y4. Graph it. Looks nice. Let me just check my points. Okay, second calc. My value when x is 2 should be 5. 4.998 is pretty good. My value when x is 18 should be 40. Yes. Okay, so my equation checks out. And I'm done it, and my curve looks pretty good. If I wanted to have a less steep curve, I could go with a slightly smaller. I could go with 0.2, 0.1, or something for my value of b. And yeah, depending on the shape of your curve, your b may have to be negative value, but we are done.